Now, if you went to a restaurant, in the times when we were able to enjoy going to a restaurant, that is, and you received piss poor service or a rude waiter, I'm sure you'd have made a conscious decision not to go back to that establishment, whether that's because you felt they didn't deserve your money or because you simply wanted to be treated with a little respect. Well, Wales are now becoming that restaurant you never want to visit again, after boasting about how they're treating visitors from outside Wales. You know, many of whom used to contribute towards the economy there when they visited on holiday. South Wales were given powers on Friday that lasted the weekend at 9 p.m. to randomly stop and fine anyone they wanted, which included a couple who had travelled from Essex to Cardiff to simply drop off some presents and perhaps see the faces of their loved ones in person, even if socially distanced or behind a window, before Christmas. South Wales Police said they stopped 110 vehicles in the first 24 hours of the random checks in the Welsh capital. A total of 12 people were fined and 15 others were warned and asked to leave Cardiff on Friday. And I'm glad to see the real crime rates are non-existent in Wales in order to give police a chance to deal with these vile and vicious criminals dropping off presents. There are no travel restrictions in place in Wales, but people in England are banned from crossing the border without what they deem a reasonable excuse. And I've said this before and I'll say it again, an excuse infers that you have done something wrong already. And as with the police's behaviour towards people across the country, they're also in the mindset that people have already committed and are guilty of an offence. The Welsh Government drew up a list of restrictions of essential purposes, which includes travelling for work and a journey needed on compassionate grounds. South Wales Police were granted the temporary powers after concerns were raised from people from locked down areas of the UK travelling to Cardiff last weekend. Superintendent Wendy Gunny said, "I would like to thank the vast majority of people who are enjoying their weekend with caution and within the confines of the existing regulations. But those not adhering to the rules are continuing to put others at increased risk. The measures which are in place for a reason. Our checks will continue throughout the weekend and anybody blatantly flouting the rules, which have been made very clear, face being fined." Blatantly flouting. It's a very interesting use of language by the police and government, indicating that people are bad for wanting to live their lives. This clever use of language, however, is working, as many people still scorn those who appear to be in non-compliance, and I'm wondering just how much longer this is going to be allowed to continue by the people who are suffering most. Big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is, of course, truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will, and until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.